Hello everyone, Jak Syn here on behalf of TourFiend.com and Future Daze, and today it's another exciting episode of Artist Interviews. Today I am sitting with CREUX LIES. How you guys doing today?
Good, man.
Yeah,
Good.
great.
Good. Your cat just took off.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. The beauty of all these interviews is that, you know, the cats come in, you know, they kind of get in the background, you know, that's the thing. It's like, it's their world, I'm just living in it. You know what I'm saying?
More cats.
What's your cat's name?
Max, he's running around back there. It's going to be time for him to eat soon, but usually before he gets something to eat, he's always a little bit wily, you know what I mean? So, but he's doing pretty well.
I have a question. Did you name him after Max Headroom?
I did not, but I named him after Max Shrek, so there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
He gets the run of the place. Our other cat, Dinah, she's running around here, but she's a little bit more skittish. I don't know. You may see her, you may not see her. It all depends on whether or not they want to be on the camera or not. We'll see what happens. So, how you guys doing tonight?
We're good. Yeah. Rehearsed a little bit, and now we're ready for some questions.
All right. You guys ready to get into it?
Get into it, man.
Yeah.
What are three of your most memorable moments from your musical career together?
When David blew the van up in Europe. I'd say that was the first one.
Hey, we were all equal partners in that blow up.
Yeah, nobody said yes or no.
Yeah, I asked for help and nobody gave it. So
He put regular gas into our diesel rental.
to be fair, everything was in German, but so I didn't know what I was doing. So
I was asleep, so
So he's taking a bow on that.
I think I confirmed that was the right gas to put in, but
we all were like, oh no, it's fine. Everything's diesel here. Okay.
So that's one. What else?
Oh, when David got busted for carrying weed over the border into Canada, we got detained at the border of Canada.
Well, they asked if I had any on me, and they're Canadians. You're not gonna lie to them. So I said, yeah.
And it was Washington to Canada, which it was legal both places.
Yeah, apparently you can't bring it across either way. What else did I do, guys?
We'd be nothing without David.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about that time at a show when I kicked the power plug out? Was that Cologne? I kicked the power plug out in the middle of our set.
That's pretty memorable.
What was the underground place, the Tsunami Club? Where was that?
Nuremberg.
That was Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just talking about a lot of stuff.
Wax poetic.
Let's just find more things where I did stuff wrong.
Well, you know what? Hey, those are some awesome moments. You know what I mean? Because, listen, it wouldn't be that band life without something. You know what I mean? Without something going on. Yes, you probably shouldn't put regular gasoline inside of a diesel van. Of course you should.
That is not how they work.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, how are you supposed to know? And of course, trying to cross over the border, I get that, you know, getting detained. I mean, that makes for a great story you can tell your grandkids one day. So,
Yeah, first thing I'll tell him.
Well, I told my dogs that. So.
Well, it sounds like a Motley Crue story, but it's way less cool.
It's
Yeah,
way
when
less.
you're sitting there inside of a border crossing thing and just, well, what do we do now? And you're sitting there for 10 minutes, not talking because you don't want to say anything. But they're not talking to you either. They're like, go sit over there and just be quiet. You're like in detention.
We will say, because it was Canada, they were extremely nice.
They were very nice
polite.
about it.
Everybody was extremely polite, and they felt bad for holding us to keep us from getting to Vancouver to go do the show.
They felt very bad about David's cavity search.
I have a piece of paper that says I gave the queen weed.
Yeah.
So
But technically it was phrased, you have to surrender it to the crown.
yeah.
oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, I had to kneel down and a guy had to come out with a robe and a crown and a little holy cross and everything. It was a whole ordeal.
Wow.
I would have loved to have been there to see that. I'm sure that would have been amazing, you know, because, hey, everything is by the book over there. It's very, the procedures are really tight over there, you know what I mean? But they're really nice. They're really nice, and they're really down-to-earth people, and that's what I think is great. I mean, but I can imagine you probably being in that room kind of going but it's legal in both places. Yes, but you can't bring it over here. We don't want U.S. weed touching Canadian weed and so on and so forth.
Right.
We don't want to taint any other world with the American anything.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Thank you guys for sharing those memories with us.
Good.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you say is your favorite release that you guys have worked on together?
Yeah, so we've had singles come out, but really the big release that we've all worked on together as CREUX LIES would be the Hearth that we
Hearth.
put out. Or as he says it, the
Yeah.
Hearth.
The
But,
Hearthstone.
but yeah, that would definitely be what we're most proud of, because that was definitely a long time of working, and the band was still kind of coming together when some of the songs were all coming together as well.
I don't know. I would say maybe the new record.
Yeah, the new
But-
record is.
It's
Yeah.
been quite an experience working on the new record that is slated for, I don't know, maybe next year.
Who
Yeah.
knows when? Yeah.
Who knows when? It could be a million years. We don't know.
Because you go into this record, we had anticipated right when COVID hit that we would be all sitting in the studio together, kind of like finalizing a lot of these songs, but that was March.
And then we ended up writing like 6 more songs.
And then, yeah, we ended up like throwing out half of them and writing a whole other slew of songs that ended up on the record. So yeah, it was, the record definitely would have been different
Yeah.
had COVID not happened. So.
And it's, I guess it is a cliche thing to say, but yeah, I think we all agree, like this, what we've been working on, and we're getting to a stage of mixing and all that. We can't wait to get it out.
That's awesome. I mean, with everything going on in the world and with the lockdowns and all that kind of stuff and the quarantining and everything, I think it's, for a lot of creative people out there, it's giving them a chance to kind of explore their creativity even more. So I would imagine, like, during all of this, and you guys have really kind of like really explored a lot, like with your guys' sound. This new release you guys have coming out, how is it different from the Hearth?
I've been like phenomenally depressed, so I sound really fucking sad. So if that's good, then if you like that.
Makes for good art.
Yeah.
If you like really melancholy riffs and structures, you're in for it.
But you will be able to dance to a lot of it.
Yeah, you can dance while being depressed.
Yes.
Depressive dancing.
I think what's cool about it though is that we all were able to create something for this record in isolation without the immediate judgment or feedback of the other members and really anyone else. So being able to write a riff and revise it on the spot in my own studio, and then send it off and just be like, all right, here it is, like, Ian, you sing over it now. I think it created something that's going to be much more like raw and visceral than anything we've done before. So I'm really excited to see how our fans react to this as opposed to what we put out with the Hearth.
So that's really awesome. I mean, I can't wait for that. I think that's going to be freaking amazing when that comes out, because like you were saying, like, you guys get that chance kind of like be in that isolated area and just kind of be able to kind of do your own thing and kind of build off of that, and then share it with the rest of you guys, and you guys on build and build and build and build and build. I mean, your guys' sound is a really well-oiled machine. Like, to me, it really is. I mean, you guys have a lot of influences in your guys' music, and it's very dancey. It has a dynamic feel to it, but it also has this haunting feel to it. And I think that's what's really great, is that you guys are touching on all these different areas when you guys create. I think that's what makes you guys really amazing.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm glad we're giving you that haunting element, because we're definitely trying to give that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can really dance my ass off to it too.
Well, hopefully more on this next record too. Even more dancey stuff. So
Where do you live?
I'm here in Los Angeles.
Where do you dance your ass off at in Los Angeles right now?
Well, right now I can't dance my ass off anywhere. I get to dance my ass off at home. You know what I mean? You guys are still you guys are in Sacramento at the moment, right?
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, we have the, because we all have the restrictions. I mean, I think you guys are in, like, I don't know where you guys are in your tier. Are you guys in like the yellow or orange tier or whatever that is? You guys
Still in
know?
purple or something, right? Like
It's like one down from the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we're sitting in the red tier. So,
You guys-
it's going to be, hopefully we can move on to the orange tier soon or whatever is the next one. But for right now, it's like, people contact me. They're like going like, some promoters are like, hey, you want to get out here and like do some events or like try to, do something outside. And the thing is, I go, that sounds great, but how can you make sure safety is a priority? Like, what is it that you guys are doing that's making sure that safety is top, because I would hate to like do an event, have people come out and then somebody get something, we wouldn't want that.
We're on the same page.
We don't want like a trapped playing at Sturgis situation.
No, you don't. I mean, we want to be as responsible as we can. I mean, because hey, it's like California, you know, we're doing pretty well, I would say. I'd say we're doing pretty well here in California. There are a lot of other places in the country that are doing way worse than we are. So I think that, you know, even with all of the restrictions and everything and how bad it sometimes is for us, because we can't really, you know, go out and get into that party mode or like get into that creativity mode out in the world, I still think it's a really good thing because we're being super cautious.
I think it's causing a lot of people to channel some talents that they never knew they had, or explore some elements of themselves that they never knew existed. So that's pretty inspiring to me.
It's a lot more people taking advantage of, if you have the opportunity to have all this extra time to like develop skill sets or, you know, learn a new instrument or something along those lines. Like a lot of people have taken this as like, oh, this ruins my life. Sure, it definitely ruins a lot of lives with everybody having to, like, you know, just shelter in place. But if you've got extra time that you can do something positive too at the same time, why not try and channel your energies into something positive?
Nice, David. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know what? And I gotta tell you guys, you know, it's like with everything going on, it's like I didn't expect to be doing these artist interviews for as many releases that we've had so far. We're up to like 90 episodes. I did not expect that since the lockdown started back in March. So I just started doing this to kind of, you know, connect with you guys, get your guys' story out there, you know, share some stories with the people and the fans. You know, it's helping to push creativity, push the boundaries, help you to go down different roads that you never thought you would go down in your life. But it's helping you step out of your box. And I think that's what's really good. What was the drive behind getting you all into making music and performing together?
I mean, I think Ian and I have told this story before, but we used to be called Number Station. We used to have a band that was a little bit more, had like some heavier elements, and it started a while ago. So over the years, it's just kind of pared down. We've gone through members, and finally we have David and Kyle, and it's been the perfect lineup to just create this kind of perfect storm of sounds that we were looking for all along. So just shedding weight along the way and just like fine tuning to where we are today. I think we all have personal drives and certain influences that we bring to the table that really combine into this this thing we have going now. So I think we all come to the table with the drive to play music, but together we create something a little bit bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, this band is it happened out of kind of circumstance, I guess you'd say. It's not like we all knew each other and we were like, hey guys, let's all make a band. It happened. All of our lives crossed in one way or another to make this happen.
And that really is wonderful right there. I mean, you guys kind of just, it was that fated, if you will, fated to kind of come together at the right time to make it happen. And I think you guys have really went some very amazing places, and you're continuing to go some really amazing places with your guys' sound. And I mean, it just goes to show that the four of you guys and your backgrounds in music coming together have really pushed you guys to some really great places. And I think because you guys are together, I think you guys are really making some awesome waves happen.
So I appreciate that.
We're hoping we're resonating with people.
Believe me, you guys are. You definitely are. And I got to say, it's like, I did not get a chance to go to the last Murder of Crows event that took place back in 2019 in New York City. I was actually doing another show, but my girlfriend and Dave and Jen and all of my other friends were there at that event. And I got to say, they had nothing but praises for you guys, singing praises for you guys, because you guys really blew the house down there.
That was such a fun night.
Yeah,
That was fun.
That was a fun show. Just the whole lineup was great. Sean Templar's amazing.
And you know what? Sean plays your guys' music like all the time. You know that?
He's got good taste.
Yeah, he's
Loves
like a good guy.
Loves it.
And he showed us some good places to grab some food and some brews when we were in Brooklyn. So
Believe me, if you want to go to some of the best places in New York City, Sean Templar will get you where you need to be. I'll tell you that. He'll take you around the entire city, showing you all the great places you can get something to eat, something to drink, something to have entertainment. You know, the guy is just amazing. And my heart loved that guy.
Love him.
same.
What are you all looking forward to accomplishing the most moving forward?
be finishing this record. Hopefully the world, if it gets fixed,
Doesn't explode.
doesn't end or anything, and yeah, we can hit the road, because obviously we weren't able to do shows this year because of everything, but yeah, we're gearing and ready and hoping that next year we're gonna be able to come out full storm and new album being out and do some cool touring. We got some stuff in the works, COVID willing. Yeah, but we're excited.
COVID.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Willing COVID.
COVID willing.
Yes.
COVID willing, right there. And that's pretty awesome. I cannot wait for you guys to get back out and start performing again, because I know it's going to be amazing. And I know with everything going on in the world and all the halts and everything being slowed down, I think the machine is starting to rev up again. I think we're starting to, those wheels are starting to turn again. Slowly but surely, we're going to get back to where we were. Well, we are in a new normal now, but kind of similar to like what it was before. But, it's going to take a little bit of time. But hey, you guys are getting ready. You guys are ramping up, and that's what's important. You guys are getting ready for when that all gets back to 100%, because months and months ago, we had that proverbial rug ripped right out from under our feet, fell flat on our faces, didn't know what was going to happen. But I think that during all of this, we have adapted very, very well, I'd say.
I think it's interesting. That's a good point. I think a lot of people looked at it as very negative, but what I see is that bands doing releases in this time, and I was just talking to Barrett from Boot Blacks about this, because they just put out a new record, and it's on one hand it's depressing to put out all this work you've poured yourself into and just have it basically just put out into ether, and you don't know what people are really thinking because you're not seeing a live response to it. But on the other hand, you have people captive listening to your music in their homes and digesting it and internalizing it. So when we do finally hit the road, I hope everybody is front row screaming every word at us. I think that'll be a pretty magical moment when we can all come back together again.
Yeah. Like a rubber band effect where, the longer this draws out, you're just pulling that rubber band back further and further and further. And hopefully when everybody's able to go out to shows again, it snaps and it's just a tidal wave.
And anybody that's been to our shows and seen what we do with our live show and everything, yeah, they'll be blown away by what we got in the works for going forward.
Ian's got shorter shorts.
It's gonna
fuzzier jackets.
It's gonna be more wine. It's gonna be
more wine.
And he's gonna dance the entire show in the audience.
It's gonna be a hell of a performance. I know that. And yeah, it's like, even though we can't get to the shows and everything like that, we are really marinating in releases now. Like, you can really marinate and stuff. And it's like to say the period of listening to the full album is coming back, because more and more people are at home, turning down the lights, listening to the whole album, going on a journey, getting into it. That's not like skip all the time. It's like before, we were so fast, everything was so fast, and now everything's slowed down a little bit, and people have really just kind of let the long play go. And I think that's great, because now when we get back to the normalcy of the world that used to be, I think we're going to see that big wave just crash, and people are just going to be like, I cannot wait to get out there and party again.
Yep. It'll be great.
Providing there's venues still open.
That's true, providing that there still are venues open. But hey, to everybody out there, if you can help your local venues, the venues that your favorite haunts, the places that you go, if you can support them in any way, through anything, through this entire time going on, any way that you can, with donations, GoFundMe, watching virtual, live streams, try to do as much of that as you can. Donations, whatever you can, like, help to keep these venues open. What positive message would you all give your fans out there?
Hey, here's some positivity. Trump's gonna lose, and fucking America is gonna get its soul back. How about
America will finally actually be great again.
And we do need to get out there and vote.
Yeah,
Everybody needs to vote. My God, vote early. Vote early and
get your ballots in.
Get out and vote.
Yeah, get out there.
Everybody out there, you're right. Wise words here from CREUX LIES, everybody. Get out there and vote. Make your voice be heard. Get it in the mail. Get it in the ballot boxes, wherever you can.
No roadblocks to voting. Just put it in the mail.
And at least in California, you can track you can track your ballot.
And also make sure your signature matches the signature on your driver's license.
Yes.
Wise words right there. Make sure that signature matches. Get out there any way that you can. If you have to wait in line, wait in line. If you have to mail it in, mail it in. Get your voice heard. Make sure that you and your friends and your family get out there and do it as well, because this is a historic election. We're fighting for the soul of America. Yes, we are. So everybody out there, get out there and do whatever you can. Local government, major government, anything you can. Vote for the people that you want to vote for. Make your voice be heard.
Issues are important.
Yes.
Not just the big office.
Yeah, make sure you're voting on your local props and measures. Live in the community you want
Can I
to live
say
in.
one more positive thing too? Also, this, I mean, like I kind of mentioned earlier that my artistic process has been like swimming in what I think many of us have been swimming in, which is maybe some of the darkest moments of our life, like trapped, isolated. I know that the scene is my community. It's kind of this community that helps me become the human being that I am, and I haven't been able to be part of that. And so I want to say I'm looking forward to 2021. Hopefully there's a cure, and hopefully we all get back in a room together and dances our asses off like you, my man, together. Okay, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
And also just thank you to all the fans and everybody who's been listening to us, buying the album, merchandise, putting up with our weird dorky ways and how we don't really conform to anything particular. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in to us.
Also, we do have one more thing coming up soon. So we do have a live stream. We are going to be doing our first live stream concert coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
First half of November.
Coming soon.
You guys heard it right here from CREUX LIES, everybody, right here. Live stream coming in the first part of November. You guys will know it when it comes out. You guys will get that information. Follow them. Keep your ear to the ground, because when it happens, it's going to be awesome. So guys, get ready for that.
It will be something special.
And we'll have a very limited release. I'm not going to say what it is, but follow us to find out, because it's gonna happen once and that's it.
Yeah,
So
check out our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and yeah, make sure you're following us because we got some exciting shit coming up.
Follow, get the information, guys. Get ready for it, because it's going to be amazing. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to do this interview tonight, guys. Thank you to everybody who took the time to tune in and watch us have this conversation. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our Tour Fiend YouTube channel, as we have many more awesome artist interviews on the way, just like this one right here. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you guys again very, very soon.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you,
You
guys.
too, man.
for
We'll
having us.
see you soon.
Take care.